Hello, everyone. This is CypherDeck, and I am here with some great friends. I have Chupacabra
Hello.
and also AC Gamer,
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode.
and we are here in Cazic Thule, killing in the Avatar Fear Room. We've already killed him once. Luckily, no one died.
It was pretty close though, right? I mean, that was a tough little mob.
Yeah,
I was down to 4%.
He was
yeah,
kind of cool
it was
looking though.
bad.
I do like the way he
Yeah,
looks.
I'm glad you
he's
thought so.
a lighter colored Cazic Thule, I think.
He looks a little bit
And
like
much,
Goro.
much smaller.
Yeah,
Yeah, Goro from Street Fighter with like the forearms and like warts and things kind of growing all over him.
These ripped your arms off.
He was, yeah, he definitely was tough. I don't know if you guys could have meleeed him down in time. I think you probably would have lost Chupa for sure. Maybe even Cypher, but good drops.
yeah. His harm touch though.
That's what
That's
got
a
me.
real
I
deal.
completely forgot about it. And then when I was swam in there and came back out with 25% less health, I was like, oh, I forgot he harm touches.
Did you happen to use your harm touch, or is it down?
Just like we talked about this in the past. I
Yeah,
forget that I have it because it usually sucks.
it does. Gets resisted too.
So you
It's
think
garbage.
you think the next time you pull that guy, would it be worth it for you to summon one of your, kind of lowest level pets?
Oh, the pet's going in. Yeah, the pet's going in.
Yeah, you wouldn't even have to summon the pet that you have at your level, low like the level, what I think 15
Or
or
even
something.
better. Even better. We got Phelan here. He can go eat it.
They're Enchanter. Let's go ahead and toss him an invite, get him back in here. Could definitely use clarity. Not that I'm really having to cast spells,
Oh,
because these guys are
did he
taking them
find
down
it?
so fast. Yeah, he's right here next to us.
Okay, cool. I was gonna go up and get him.
I can read a map.
I learned how to read a map.
I need haste, sir, when possible.
Hey, you needy. You're so needy. What you need to
You
do is
want
sit
it
down
to.
and regenerate.
Don't you
Sit
lie.
down. Sit down.
I don't want to sit down. I want to backstab stuff and such.
We're kind of
Do
just
things.
talking about
Yeah.
your life, the fact that you're able to regenerate so quickly on a Shadow Knight, mainly to do with your breastplate, or you think that's you're using your life and or scythe life and spells that you got?
No, it's the breastplate. Obviously, after the fight, but during the fight, I use it here and there too. Not too much.
Which is pretty sweet because you look.
Did you ever get your? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, man.
Did you ever get your life leech, or can you not even turn it in until 50?
I can't turn it in because I have to talk to him first, and he won't talk to me until 50.
That's junk.
Yeah.
But you can't use it till 50 anyways, right?
No,
49.
he can 49.
Oh, that sucks. So, gotta wait an extra.
It's such a help. That's such a better spell.
Working as intended. Thing is, I'm wondering if you put it in your first spell gem, will it reset as well? I don't know if it will or not.
I haven't tested that actually. I just take
I don't
it
think
at face
I don't think it
value.
will.
Yeah, I think it's like a lull, or not lull, but pacify. You can only use it
Yeah.
every so often. Go, Gina, go! There
158.
we go. Yeah, it's basic.
It's basic. It's basic with my 99 strength.
Hey, whoa. Whoa, I have 179 strength, thank you very much. I happen to have store of strength and augmentation on, so. But yeah, it's like 107.
Yeah, I got instill on. How about them apples?
Whatever. Yeah.
I'm rooting. I'm glad I don't have to run or move anywhere to get aggro. And I do now because he's not in my line of sight. Gravy.
I'll
There you
pull
go.
him
Some
over here.
pull. Yeah.
Wow, look at the way he's running.
What is wrong with this
I
dude?
do not know. Hopefully he doesn't leave the room.
He was stunned. He was stunned.
Look at him running around in
Um,
circles.
Wait a minute. This might be a cheat. Can I get in there and
That is
can I backstab him? All right. Let
I'm
me
still
just
rooted.
stand right here. Let me just stand right here. Don't move. Don't move. Oh my goodness. He didn't aggro me. Oh, well, we have adjudicator now, so we definitely got to kill this guy.
Yeah, I don't know if he's supposed to run around in an infinite circle like that. I only hit him for 21 points of damage over here, so casting was not the greatest.
Yeah, I used, I had 165 backstab on him, and he still didn't aggro me.
Oh, and he resisted. Dude, this guy is just naturally resistant. What level is he? I didn't get to see. Now, in a group situation, what are you using on your Enchanter, man? What kind of spells are you casting?
I keep the low level root up, the low level mez, the level 16 AOE mez, point blank AOE. If I had my research one, I would have 2 point blank AOEs up. Tash, and then gate, and then I swap the other two out depending on if I'm charming or whatnot for like slow or buffs.
Now, are you using all of those? Because Chupa's doing a pretty decent job, and we've kind of gotten it broken up before you got down here, but he's doing a pretty decent job of just pulling singles right now. So, are there any other spells that you would normally throw up if you know that there's not going to be these giant pools coming in?
I mean, if I get really bored, you'll start seeing me cast nukes.
Are yours mana efficient? Because I know you do that when
No.
you're soloing and everything else, but
No, they are not.
I don't normally see Nybris do any nukes. I'm kind of curious about theirs. It's just, are they really, really bad or what?
They just cost a lot of mana and they don't do a whole lot of damage.
So you'd rather charm and keep something up as a pet?
Well, in a group, yes. But like if I'm out soloing, then no. I let the mobs beat each other until one of them is at like 10% or less health, and I always have the other mob rooted so that I pull my pet back, I break charm, immediately root it, and then nuke it down. Whichever one's below 10%, I hit it with a nuke, kill it off so I get full experience, and hopefully they're both around the same amount of health left so that I can just follow it up with another nuke to kill the second one off. And then I go look for something else to charm and just do it over again.
Now, what's your rule of thumbs with charming a mob when you're in a group? Because I've seen some groups get very upset with somebody charming a mob in the area that they're in, because that means one less mob every rotation, every spawn that they're getting, because that mob never dies. Now, do you normally do that, or do you kind of go a little bit further away from where you're
I
at?
do it. I don't give it. Dude, who are you talking to? I don't care. They can bitch all they want. I do not care.
Because
we're gonna kill it eventually.
yeah, but I mean, like, if you're pulling from an area where there's 8 mobs, especially if the area around you is camped and there's not a lot of mobs to pull from, and you take one of those mobs,
Pets don't last longer than like 5 to 10 minutes in a group before their health is low enough that you need to break charm and kill them to get XP off of them.
Okay, because I've been in plenty of groups out there where the Enchanter's Pet seems to last forever, especially like in High Keep.
It must be getting heals, because mine never get healed.
Oh, okay. Well, like in High Keep, they get the guy down in the jail because I think he's a monk or something like that, but he just wrecks face.
No, he's a rogue. He backstabs.
Oh, okay. So
he backstabs for like 145. It's not even that great, and he's green to all the goblins, so he misses a lot. I don't like using him. I'd rather charm like Bossic or one of the other guards and bring him down to the goblins.
What's the downside of doing that? Because the guards like you, so if you charm a guard, will they attack you when they break?
Oh yeah, they'll attack me when it breaks because I've aggroed them.
So if you have no choice, you're going to have to kill the guard or die.
I've already killed dozens of high hold guards.
So you're not worried about faction.
I'm an enchanter. Why should I worry about faction if it's not quest related?
Yeah, but you got other people in the group too that they got to worry about their faction. That could be kind of a big hit for some of them.
Well, I mean, if they don't heal me or
But
attack the guard,
yeah,
then they're not going to take a faction hit.
you got bards in there though. They don't really have a choice at that
So
point. But
they
other,
just deserve it for playing a bard.
I guess it's faction you could
Whoa.
make back though. Because those goblineers, they give you faction. The orc scalps and the null scalps outside in high pass hold, they give you faction. It's all yours, man. Yeah, we don't loot very much, so if you're ever in any of our groups, you're more than welcome to loot the corpses. As you can see, there's like 15 of them kind of rotting here on the
Oh
ground.
yeah, I never loot.
I do know that Cypher is working on his pickpocketing. How's that going for you? What's your average kind of income from that?
I've gotten some random things. Like right now, it's more money, so I get around 6 to 7 gold, I think. I also have begging up, which is I think it's at I got my skills. See, begging is at 54. That is the toughest skill to get leveled up, and there's 200 points to that. So I'm pretty far from it. My pickpocket is 151.
I think
So
it's
I
I think it's still a
used
thing
it
though
more.
for that begging though is to go beg a boat.
I'm gonna have to try it because if I can beg a boat, that'll be pretty easy.
It's kind of a cheat, and because the boat won't attack you. Or for those of you who out there are not aware, if you beg an NPC, for me it was like 90% of the time. I sat there and begged it for like 10 minutes one day on my cleric before he turned and actually attacked me.
Yeah,
But you,
and you got skill. I let him fight. I let him hit me while I keep begging. But I found a mob that doesn't hurt me at all.
and you actually glitched it out. You dragged him to his own line. He just stays there.
Yeah, he would just stay there and let me pickpocket him. But now that I know he won't hit me for very hard, I would probably just do the same thing. He has a partner that's next to him, but he doesn't aggro. So I'll probably just stand there and let him hit me until I need the zone, and then go leave the zone.
It'd be a good way for you to work on your bind wound too, because you'll zone over to the other side, level that up a little bit, and then zone back.
Oh, the guy can't. He can't hit me.
At
My parry, my riposte, my dodge is too high for him to be able to hit me.
Okay.
Well, aren't you just the cat's meow?
I mean,
It's a little too high for
that
it.
is what that's what the class is built around, is not being hit, so that if the mob turns to him.
I've seen rogues get their face beaten into. There's a point
Oh,
at
yeah.
at the levels where it doesn't matter what your skill level is. They're
You
gonna wreck your
mean like
face.
a mob that hits for 500 damage every hit for 4 rounds?
Like
I mean,
yeah,
there's-
those would be the high end of those mobs. But I'm just saying, like lower guck, those will wreck your face too. It may not be as hard as say Seb, but they will be able to land some hits on you, and it's not gonna feel good.
Yeah. At that point, you would hope that you have pretty good tanks for you.
Did
I
you?
mean, Shadow Knights are my favorite tanks.
Did you go AFK?
I think he's back. He just took my trade.
Beak, beak. Isn't that the noise we're using?
Tink.
No. It's Bink. Come on, guys. We're gonna jump into the water. Give us something to do here a little bit. For those of you who have never jumped in here before, it is not the easiest thing for a small class. I think Cypher figured that out today.
Let's show you.
Small race.
Let me show you. Let me show you this.
Did you make it? No, you didn't even make that, did you?
No. Can I? I can't even jump from there.
See, I'm trying to jump. Oh,
There it
there you
is.
go.
I got it.
There
But
you
it
go.
doesn't matter because when you really get to the top here, you can see that there's a layer, like a section between the two, the top and the actual out.
Yeah, you got to go
the
up.
outlet.
You got to go straight up the center.
But it doesn't matter because I'm a gnome, because there's literally a gap between the two waters.
Oh, you have to jump. Try jumping it.
Well, there is no way to jump in water.
I think there isn't there.
Nope.
Your little dolphin swim, go really, really fast. The gators have a chance.
You're not. Yeah,
Are
you're
we
not
moving?
in
No,
tune
we're
with
just
your
playing around.
dolphin thing.
Okay.
Well, thankfully you have a dark elf mask. I don't know if our mage is going to be that lucky. Not really anything we can do for him other than evac out.
He can gate. He can gate, and I'll have to do the walk. I'll have to do the walk of shame. Which, do we have mob spawning soon?
I think we just cleared the room before Choots went AFK, so...
I've got no clue.
Yeah, I think we cleared the room.
And we didn't get a named mob last time. Actually, the first time we came down here, we cleared everything. Right after that, we got both of them. We got the Cenobite and the Avatar of Fear. And you guys got your gate potion for Cazic Thule.
He got his gate potion, and I haven't got mine. Oh, by the way, they aren't lore.
I'm gonna keep winning rolls. What's up?
They're not stackable, though, right, either?
Better not. But
No.
it doesn't matter. They're not lore. Are you not going to use my my probing thing to pull?
When you say my probing thing,
Probing stocks, the stocks.
Just stop.
He's gonna use his probing thing. Get it on, guys.
You know, it's the EI.
A little bit of love.
The eyes on.
I have Zom. You have the Eye Zom?
I have stalking probes.
Stocking probes. Oh, those are the tink things.
Tink.
Yeah, I just need them back, so I can recharge them.
Now, how you've been liking that skill? I mean, has it been worth the money that you put into it?
Yes. Recognized. Who is that?
Yeah, it's just somebody coming out here to take a look around. Enchanter, it looks
All
like.
right. Yeah.
Clarity Fairy. This is his name right there.
Yep.
But no, you were talking about the tinkering skill. What have been some of the big ticket items, not necessarily money-wise, but just the most useful that you've gotten out of it?
Well, the stalking probes I've used to pull for some groups. That way I didn't have to get away from our tank who didn't want to pull. Not naming names. And they're not in our group, of course. But they are very helpful for that until you get like 4 mobs that are red to you, and they pull very fast or far aggro, so you don't even have to get close to the mobs for them to pull. One thing I haven't tried is seeing if you can pickpocket from the eye, because you can get behind a mob and the mob doesn't see you. Maybe I can try to pickpocket that mob before it actually attacks.
It's based off your proximity.
Oh, okay. That'd be pretty weird if you could, though.
It'd be just like somebody else used it and they cast it from the mob's perspective. You can target from the mob's perspective and then use like calm and stuff like that, but that's if the mob is in range of you.
Yeah.
And how much are those costing you to make?
They cost me 15 plat.
To make, and how much to recharge?
15 plat.
15. Well, 15 plat to make and 15 to recharge.
Yep, but I sell them for 50 a piece.
So you make no money just making another one versus recharging. What's the benefit to recharging then?
You don't have to pay 50 plat to buy one from me again.
Oh yeah, because you were charging 50 to sell. But I mean, if you're making them, is there any benefit to keeping them once they're dead? Like you could just destroy it and clear the back slot.
If I use them, I do recharge them so that I can make that 50 plat off of them. Whenever, because I can't sell an uncharged one. That's like selling a broken car, but with the
I
idea
mean,
that
I get once it's recharged, you can make more off of it. But what I'm saying is, can't you just make another one for the same amount, and in the meantime, open up that back slot?
that is true, but I'm not going to throw away 15 plat.
You also always there's in the game. There's always a 5% chance of failure for any combine
Oh,
or
okay,
combine.
yeah,
Excuse me.
you're right on that one.
So it's worth it.
Just to give you an idea of how much money in tinkering stuff I have in my bags, one stack of this is 400 plat. I have 3 stacks of them. And once this, I also have a stack of. That's another 400 plat. So it's a very expensive thing. You want to sell everything to a person that you make.
Right. As far as that 5% thing goes, I didn't think about that, but now that I'm kind of picturing it with my tailoring skill, I've made backpack after backpack after backpack at the level range that I am now, and I have not failed once. Although I keep expecting it to happen at the worst possible time, so it doesn't happen often. 5% sounds like it could be something you see on a daily basis if you're making a lot, but I haven't seen it.
I think it kind of scales as well. With the higher the item is for trivial, the more that 5% really comes into play. Because like there's stuff that, I mean, a master tailor, right? 250, I think it is for master tailor.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They're making stuff at, with a trivial of 180, and it fails.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the top items. That was weird.
That was weird. I saw a mob there.
I thought I saw a mob.
So did I. Yeah, behind us.
With the trivia, if you have max at 250, the items that you can make at the higher end are 265. So there's always a high chance of failing.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money and materials.
Yep, the ice silk stuff for tailoring has a very high failure rate because it's trivial is 260 something.
Yeah, 265 to 267.
Same with Haze Panther.
Yeah. The things for me though is everything that I make, I'll be able to make money back. Some of them I won't be able to make as much money back. I don't know how much they. I have one on me. I don't know how much the rebreather costs to buy, but it costs 950 plat every time you try to make one.
Wow, 950 plat to make one of those things? As if you don't fail?
Yeah.
If you don't fail. 1,500 to 2K.
Yeah, so the rebreathers cost that much to buy in the market.
You're making a lot out of them, but that is a lot of loss because you have to make an aqua lung to be able to make that.
I guess the good thing behind it, if you're going to try to find the rainbow at the end, is you don't have to actually camp a mob. You can just have the plat go buy those items and make as many of them as you want, rather than having to camp Haddon and try to get that earring to drop off of them, which can take a long, long time, or you can get really lucky, but most of the time it takes a long time.
Plus, that earring is usually a little bit more expensive, I think. So it's just better to get rebreather. The only thing, though, is that means you're taking off your helmet for it.
Rather than an earring. I guess it depends on the slot, like the class. Maybe that wouldn't be the ideal thing for a tank, but for a caster, getting rid of your helmet may be acceptable for certain people.
Yep.
The hell levels. I think everybody's in level 35 right now.
I'm about to ding 32.
I'm still 20% away because it died twice.
Did you save any of those corpses, or did you loot both of them?
There's one right outside of Cazic.
Oh, okay. Hopefully we can get you that one back at least in a little bit. Now, does that rebreather have a illusion of any kind, or is it just no helmet?
No helmet.
I think it'd be cool, man, if you look like Bane running around. Yeah, there's no illusion on that gnome face right there.
Look at how much smaller my head gets whenever you change from not having a helmet to a helmet.
It gets wider though. Like your hair comes out, it
Yeah.
puffs.
Yep.
Well, your head looks smaller without the helmet on.
Yeah. It looks bigger with the hair with the helmet off.
That's what I'm saying. With the helmet on, it looks smaller.
Yeah.
That's something only a gnome would kind of worry about. I don't think I looked at
We're
it
balding.
with my
Does this
ogre.
make my head look small?
My ogre, he just
I've
gets
noticed
bigger and
that-
bigger.
I mean, if you look at the head proportions of every other thing, like look at the head proportion of me versus an Erudite. We're smarter, I think, because we have the huge heads.
Yours is more round, like a soccer ball. Mine is more elongated, so mine's just shaped differently.
No, I think we have I have the bigger nose, so it's
Just means you're lush.
Yeah, you guys don't start with a lot of intel. I mean, Erudites, they're pretty good with it. Although Dark Elves, they don't have a huge noggin either, and they're pretty high on intel as well.
I have 112 intel as a rogue.
That's pretty weird. Like, why did you go that high, or is that just natural?
That's natural.
That's natural.
They're the third highest intelligence, I think.
Oh,
Yep.
got a pop.
Next to
Not horrible though. I mean, because you are playing a rogue, you're going down the tinkering skill, and you got to use one. You got to use intel or wisdom. I think it doesn't really matter which one when you're doing tailoring. So
yeah, I don't know if I have to do tailoring for the ring quest or not, but I'm only doing the ring quest on this guy.
The big thing for the ring quest is brewing.
Brewing. I have no problem with brewing or
You will.
baking.
brewing is easy, man.
It's
It's long.
Okay.
It's
Well,
long,
I mean,
but
the
it's
skill.
easy. Like, yeah.
The skill itself is not very hard. It's
No, it's
the
not.
actual making of the
Pretty much
thing that you
everything's
need to
bought.
make.
It's just, oh man, that the avalanche, whatever ale, blah 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 that you need for it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that
Absolutely.
one yet.
You need the 220 plus.
See, I'm right around 200. I was doing the one where you have to put, I think it's like 6 different types of alcohols into the cask, and yeah, it makes something really, really strong. I gave that to Thule when he had no drinking skill whatsoever, alcohol tolerance, and immediately made him so drunk he couldn't see anything on his screen. So, yeah, a little stronger than you probably want to give somebody who's brand new to the skill. I thought it would help him out, though, because as a tank, or even maybe as a rogue, if you drink alcohol, it raises your strength a couple points, right?
Yeah, but it lowers like intelligence, but that's nothing to worry about.
Exactly, yeah. So for you, are you going to consider maybe doing that? I know you also want to do poison at some point.
Yeah, I have enough poison stuff on me. I just need to get to a point where I'm ready to start making my own vials because it's too expensive to buy them.
What do you need to make them?
You need
Just erase
pottery.
pottery.
At what level do you kind of stop at? Because all you're going to be doing is vials. Do you get it up to like 100? Or
120. I think you could stop before that, but I'm gonna try to get everything leveled up to at least 160, just
You
in case
definitely
for
wanna for pottery. You definitely want to get 122 plus.
yeah.
I think Chuba's...
So that I can make the gate potions.
Oh, yeah. And Chuba was telling us many, many times that the best place to do pottery is over in Thurg, right?
Everything's in one room, yeah. Because you don't have to fire any of the stuff that you make in order to raise pottery. It doesn't really benefit you to do it to buy the firing sheets. They're kind of expensive, so you just
Well, you don't have to fire the poison vials anyway.
no. Those are just clay on the wheel and That's it.
Clay, and then you have to have a liner for some of them.
Yeah, and even if you're doing blacksmithing, I still wouldn't make the firing sheets. The little middle bits that you use tons of in your skills will get you pretty high, and then from then on, you can even do like sharpening of your weapons at the low levels to raise that skill up if you want.
Yeah.
We still got one more to pop right here, right?
No, I think
Think so.
he beat me in my face earlier. I rooted him because something attacked
Oh
me.
yeah, that's true. This one is the one that spawns the Cenobite, I think, or maybe it just has a chance to spawn at any of them. You know, we've never been down here on any time we've been here, and this just seems to be the chillest spot for us to actually fight.
Yeah, it's always taken though. There's always some high level guy in here camping that breastplate, or like for you those
The
potions. The breastplate's not too bad either. Like that's a pretty decent breastplate for a rogue. And we've already seen.
If get a bag of those potions would be nice.
I mean, we've already seen a couple people come down here just trying to get that breastplate alone. So I'm sure it's half and half at least. Now, did you go with that armor, or what are you wearing right now? Khakis?
Khakis, pretty much.
Just getting
I'm in my in-between armor. This is my I'll wear it until I get better. Actually, my gauntlets are exactly what I want to keep. Want to get crystal chitin bracers still.
Wow, those are nice.
And of course, Haze Panther. Yeah.
Oh, Haze Panther, you're not going to go with TOV?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna go with the West TOV whenever it drops. But I think I forget if we compared them and the Haze Panther was better, except for like the resist.
Really, better than TOV? That's crazy.
I think
the stats
so.
that you're worried about, the strength, the stamina, and stuff like that, the Haze Panther's pretty nice. The Kale turn-in armor just has some crazy AC on it.
Yep.
But you're not really worried about getting hit.
Sure you are.
I mean,
you're gonna get hit from the AOEs all the time.
Yeah, but
Sorry,
the AC's not gonna help with AOEs.
No,
That's resistances more.
Yeah.
Plus, if you're roguing or any kind of DPS, you should be max distance away from the mob anyway.
I mean, Alar will take aggro from time to time, but most of the other rogues that we have, like in Seb, at that point, they go unnoticed. Really, as a cleric, I almost forget they're even there because I never have to give them anything. They don't ask for buffs. They don't want heroic bond or symbols. They don't care about any of that. They don't take any damage, but they dish it out. And then most of the time, they're invis. They're sneaking, so I don't even see them standing there in the group. They're really like the unsung heroes because without them, the DPS just drops dramatically. It's amazing being in a group with multiple rogues.
Yeah.
Which you guys actually had the other night. We had a group of, I'm going to say 2 rogues and a third rogue that wasn't really doing as much damage as the other ones. These guys are decked out. They're decked out with weapons, with armor. My guy is just mediocre. And I know I say that with my armor probably being better than some of you guys out there who are just starting, but for those of you who have been in the game for a while, you will know what decked out really looks like. And yeah, fungi's on them. Even got one guy in the group right now who has his epic, even though he can't even use it, like that kind of decked out. Ooh, dang. Congrats, man.
Oh, yeah. Do the gnome dance.
Oh, yeah. Check it out. Now, do you wish that the dancing in Everquest was a little different? Do you, like in World of Warcraft or a lot of the other MMOs out there, when you dance, you just continue to dance until you move?
No, I like our dances here. It's nice. It's easy.
What about you, Cyber? Do you like the dance of your character, or do you like the World of Warcraft style?
Chupa?
Me?
Yeah.
Let me see.
What did I say? Did I say Cypher?
Oh my, yeah,
Oh
you did.
yeah,
Sorry.
Oh my, this is the heat right here. Well, you can't beat this
yeah.
shit.
That's true. I mean, look at this. This is
He's
look at
like,
this one.
yeah, baby,
Bam, bam.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Yeah. Let's see this. Hold on. Let's see. Do.
Oh, here's my dance. Here's my
Yeah.
dance.
Big old stick.
Oh, there you go. How are you doing that? Are you targeting yourself and then using your attacks, or what?
Now I'm targeting
Targeting me because he got
Draxus, and
problems.
I'm using my intimidation. Oh yeah, get that kung fu fighting, fast as lightning. Oh.
What about you, Shrieky? What does your dance look like, man?
That's it.
Oh
Oh,
God.
yes.
Sit down.
Sexy high elf.
He does that. Oh, puts his butt into it and everything.
She's having a stroke, dude. Leave him alone.
Let's see
All right,
what the...
all right. Erudite.
Oh, no, this guy, I doubt he can dance. Oh, it's high elf. That's a high elf dance right there.
Dude, y'all drunk.
We shimmy it. That is not the greatest dance of all of them. Yeah, some different things. Everquest 2 definitely kind of enhanced that or went further with your emotions and emotes, or I should say, that you could do in there. All sorts. They even had an entire like tab of just nothing but page after page after page after page of emotes, from laughing to giggling to sneering, saluting, everything you can possibly think of. And each one of those actually had a movement that your character would make. Most people don't use them. They just use like the standard laugh out loud or roll on the floor laughing. But it's kind of cool that they were there. And I think if they were a little bit easier to click on, like maybe you could make a hot button on the side of a whole bunch of your favorites, probably people would use them a little bit more often. But you kind of had to scroll through the pages to find the one you were looking for.
Yeah.
Did you
Like,
have a
hear
favorite?
no evil, see no evil.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite? Is that yours?
My favorite, forget which one it was. I think you could. That's the one we used a lot. Like whenever we were AFK, I had two friends, and we were just stand there with the hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil.
Would it repeat it or just do it once?
No, it would just do it once, but we had a macro.
Ah, okay, that's kind of cool. Now, did you have all the extra things that you get with the game for being there over time? You know, like the 1 year rewards, the 2 year rewards.
Oh yeah, like the veteran orb or eye that allows you to summon a group mate to you, or allow you to teleport to a group mate no matter where you are in the world.
That one, it still had a pretty decent cooldown effect, and you could only do it once. I think it was like 4 hours or something when it first came out, and then later on they went it down to an hour.
Yeah, and they fixed it too, I think, because there was a problem with it back whenever it first came out, that you could tell it that you wanted to teleport to someone, and then it wouldn't do anything, and you would lose it for an hour.
Oh, that sucks. How do you feel about that, Chupa, knowing that they would give other classes a reward for being there? And it was a long reward, too. It was like 8 years or 10 years that you had to be a paying customer. But they would give people to have the ability to basically have a call of the hero on any tune that they wanted every hour.
It basically is what it is. It's a reward for being loyal and being, there for so long.
But as a
Putting all
mage,
that money into the game.
as a mage,
That's-
if you had Call of the Hero, would you feel like that kind of a Crusader? Nice. Would you feel like that kind of like stepped on your toe? Oh, I'll read the alligator.
No, because you got to think too. By the time that this came out, it was a little bit later down the road. I don't know how much Call of the Hero was actually used at that point in the game.
Not very often, but when the situations where you had a group already pretty deep into the dungeon, and you wanted to get that friend in there, it was definitely nice not to have to go back to the entrance and try to kind of strafe the mobs, because in that one, as you got far enough away from the mobs, they stopped following you.
Holy
Well,
cow,
yeah,
this
but we're
gator
talking
is...
about EverQuest too. Mages don't.
Oh, they don't have Call of the Hero in EQ2, do
They
they?
don't have Call of the Hero in that. No.
No, but it was still
So it
nice to be
wasn't
able
a thing.
to get them to the group without having to go back. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
that's
mean
what we're saying though.
that was only a veteran reward. It wasn't. It was never a mage thing in EverQuest too.
Yeah, it's comparing, apples and potatoes.
well,
I'd rather have apples.
I was gonna say maybe they only gave you that reward because they didn't give mages the skill that they should have, or what they did in this game.
Sir, you need to bind
Oh.
wounds.
Wow, I didn't even notice my health. I was looking at yours. I was like, oh my goodness, we
Yeah.
need to heal you up.
You need to bind your wounds.
Oh, what did we get here? Decayed left boot.
That is the Shadow Knight Temple of Sussex Row quest.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get the decayed right boot and something else.
And I believe anybody can do that quest.
Yeah, as long as you haven't ruined your faction in Sussex Row.
So if any of you guys have a Shadow Knight that you plan on doing that quest with, I don't think you have to get the whole set for your epic as a Shadow Knight. I think it's just the breastplate and what, 2 other pieces.
You can skip that part too. That's not required.
Oh, okay, you don't. Oh, well, that's an expensive part because you need the breastplate. I think what, like 1,500 platter gold.
The helm, and something else. Yeah, you don't need to do that part. You can skip it.
It's not bad armor though. I mean, it's not fantastic, but it's not bad.
Oh well, we got to think about the time frame that it was in. The only armor that was better was when Fear opened up.
Yeah. Plus, it looks cool. It has like that black look to it.
Parts of it were black. Most of it was red.
Later on,
I think the sleeves and the boots were black.
No, you're thinking it's the opposite way around. It's the gloves, the bracer are red, boots are red. Everything else is black.
Helm's red too.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I know for a fact the helm is because that's what Hydros's Shadow Knight has quite a bit of that stuff.
Not a tumor or get to the chopper.
Yeah, not a tumor. Get to the chopper was mine. My shaman.
well, if neither one of you guys want that, I'll pick it up and hold on to it for you guys.
Do you have space? Never mind.
Yeah, I got a little bit of space on me.
I have no space.
All right. Put in the guy up top.
Now, do you think that is MQable? If I have one and somebody else is the other?
Should be. Everything in there is pretty much unqueuable.
Because I know, Cypher, you were collecting some of those pieces a while back.
Yeah.
We even came in here together and went over there to try it out, and we didn't do very hot.
Dude, yeah, I've tried going over to that area, the Four Corners, and I've tried farming it, and I gave up, man. After 3 hours of not getting anything.
They're tough. I mean, even when you come in here with a high level, it takes you a while.
Yeah, I came in here with my monk.
Now, were you wrecking face? Were you going through them like really, really quickly, or did it take you a few minutes for each mob?
I was going through it first, going through pretty well. Once you start getting ads, though, it starts getting kind of dangerous.
Well, you could face them off, though.
There's a lot of casters, though.
That's true, yeah.
And that's what made me leave, too, is a lot of casters and healers just all stacked together. And it's just not fun.
But if it was the old days where this area was highly camped and there was group after group after group over there, that would be a good place for a Shadow Knight to spend, a week or so just trying to grab all his pieces.
Yeah.
Which I kind of miss. I kind of miss the fact that the zone isn't as busy as it used to be. It's kind of off the beaten path, even though there's a Druid port right outside and a Wizard port that comes right to the zone itself. People kind of stay away from it. I'm not quite sure why. Do you guys have any theories on it? Just not enough experience? Bad paving? What?
I think it's the fact that there's so many casters in here.
Is there? I mean, I know there are in certain aspects or certain parts of the zone, but if you go to the temple, I don't remember a lot of casters being over there. Maybe I'm just
a lot of casters, really bad pathing in this place, like horrible pathing. And here it's not that bad. We haven't had any issues here, but up top,
The
the temple
gorillas.
area that we were at, yeah, the gorilla area. I mean, that place, they just decided to go up, 30 feet, and then once they drop, they bring the entire zone with them.
If they drop, we actually had it once where they didn't drop at all, and we had to zone it just because the one gorilla wasn't attackable. It's kind of nuts, but can't really.
So, yeah, I mean, it's got its problems.
Oh yeah, me too. I'll take some clarity.
All right,
I think
guys.
he's
I think we're going to go ahead and end it there. Thank you so much for watching. This is Cypher Deck. We had AC Gamer,
Hey guys, thanks again.
Chuba,
Take care, everybody.
and Itaki. Bye, guys.
Hey guys, and welcome to the disembodied voice of AC Gamer. We are definitely going to be doing a lot more series in the future, but here are a few of them that you guys might find interesting. Of course, you're more than welcome to check them out. I would love to hear your comments. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It's definitely the indicator that I use to tell if you guys want to see more videos like that, of that particular game style, of that series in the long run. So when you guys leave comments down, it helps me decide whether we should keep doing it, as well as whether you want to see games like that in the future. And here are a few of them right here. I kind of picked out a few of different genres. We will be doing spotlights for other YouTubers in the future. So if you want to get a little shout out, definitely let me know. If you group with me, chances are you will get a shout out in here eventually. But for now, these are just 4 series that I have that I feel like could use a little bit more attention, and that you guys might actually enjoy as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will definitely catch you all next time.